From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News, reported by John Siegenthaler.
Good evening, everyone. It's a game of chance that has captivated millions of people in this country. Now the drawing for the $295 million Powerball jackpot has produced 4 winning tickets. One of them was purchased by an unemployed father who's trying to figure out what to do with the more than $70 million. The winning tickets were sold in Minnesota, Delaware, Westwood, Kentucky, and Rollinsford, New Hampshire. That's where NBC's Virginia Chai is tonight. Good evening, Virginia.
Good evening, John. The New Hampshire winning ticket was purchased at this convenience store Friday, but no one has come forward to present it. But in Kentucky, the mystery is solved.
The first of the big winners to come forward.
I was just too much shock. My heart was about to come out my chest.
David Edwards of Westwood, Kentucky. The unemployed computer programmer, laid off 2 months ago, says he was worried about running out of money.
I'm hoping to get the money with humility. To not be better than anybody or stuck up, and remember that I was on unemployment yesterday.
Edwards bought his magic ticket at the gas station behind his home.
It's just wild. You never hear something like that happens around here.
His fiancée of 4 years, who grew up in housing projects, says the money is the ticket to a new life.
We've kind of lived poor most of my life, and my mom, she just makes it, and so I'm taking care of my mommy.
Edwards, who has an 11-year-old daughter, says the money also gives him a chance to do some good.
I will invest the money into the local community for possibly the youth.
The person who holds New Hampshire's winning ticket has yet to step forward. But many who purchased tickets here, like 81-year-old Jim Doherty, came today to check their numbers.
2, 5, 6, 13, 17.
This building has become the center of attention for the media and Powerball players, wondering who bought this state's only winning ticket.
I'd be sitting in my financial advisor's office with my lawyer sitting next to me before I even thought about coming down collecting it. I mean, what do you do with that kind of money? I can't even conceive of that.
Now with $295 million on the line.
During last night's drawing, millions of players' dreams of becoming rich faded with each number drawn. But most lottery officials say we'll be back for more.
Truly, these jackpots are social events. People just have such a good time talking about what they would do with the money. It's a dream.
A dream that may not have come true for any of the 2,700 residents of this small New Hampshire town. For just yards from this convenience store is the border to Maine, where Jim Doherty lives.
No, I couldn't be that lucky.
So the mystery continues here and in 2 other states. But lottery officials say it's not unusual for jackpot winners to seek financial advice before claiming their prize money. John?
NBC's Virginia Chai in southern New Hampshire. Virginia, thank you. Now to the crash of a chartered plane in the Bahamas, which took the life of R&B singer and budding actress known simply as Aaliyah. The 22-year-old entertainer was one of 9 people who died in the crash. They were headed from Abaco Island to the Miami area, and the plane went down just 200 feet from the end of the runway. Police say one of its engines apparently failed during takeoff. Aaliyah and the other passengers had gone to the Bahamas on Thursday to work on a music video. Just a month ago, as her 3rd album was being released, she reflected on how well things were going.
There's no feeling like waking up every day doing what you love and what you've dreamed to do since you were a little girl. And I've been successful at it. I have the support and love of my fans, and there's no feeling like that.
The 22-year-old's full name was Aaliyah Houghton. She made her stage debut at 6 and had a gold album at 15. More about her life and career from Time magazine music critic Christopher John Farley in his own words.
She started performing at the age of 11. By the time she was 15, she was already a major star. She's someone who was coming off of a big movie, Romeo Must Die, and going into a big movie, the Matrix sequels. She had a part in there as Z. And so at the age of 22, she really wanted to hone that stardom and focus in on things that she really thought were interesting, were important, would really leave her mark on the world of entertainment. Aaliyah was a very mysterious, private person. I think that's part of why people were drawn to her music. Her songs were all very, very carefully realized, very intimately realized, very restrained, and in doing so, it really brought out the passion beneath the surface. And it's that kind of intimate passion, that kind of subtle passion, that kind of reserved passion that I think will be her mark and be the way in which people remember her.
Time magazine music critic Christopher John Farley in his own words on the death of R&B artist Aaliyah. In the Middle East now, the destruction and the killing just seem to intensify. It's been an especially brutal weekend of strike and counter-strike. NBC's Martin Fletcher has our report.
Both sides bury their dead today. 7 Israelis and 3 Palestinians killed in a weekend of savage attacks and harsh reprisals. Israeli warplanes dropped several one-ton bombs, among the biggest in their arsenal, on Palestinian police buildings overnight. Retaliation, Israel said, for 2 Palestinian attacks in the last 24 hours. The buildings were empty, evacuated by the police, who feared Israeli revenge. For this, in the West Bank, Palestinians ambushed a car, killing 3 adults, wounding 2 children. And in Gaza, 3 Israeli soldiers were killed, half a dozen wounded, when 2 Palestinians stormed an army base. They fired machine guns, hurled hand grenades. Both Palestinian attackers were shot dead. Yasser Arafat toured the bombed buildings, still defiant. We are not scared of Israeli bombs, he said. And he quoted an Arabic proverb, the wind will not move the mountain. Israeli leaders pointed out their aim is not to destroy Arafat, just to stop him from attacking Israelis.
We'd rather attack empty buildings, sending a clear signal to Arafat that his security forces will not receive any immunity, than attack and kill people.
Palestinians were furious with President Bush for calling on Arafat Friday to try harder to stop the attacks against Israel.
I also would like to remind Mr. Bush that there is a situation of occupation. We are not the people who are carrying out incursions into Israel. It's the Israeli army that is carrying out incursions into Palestine.
And tonight, after yet another Palestinian attack on a civilian car, Israeli tanks fired 5 shells at another Palestinian police station. Israel responding to every Palestinian attack with an attack of its own. The peace process has been replaced by an old-fashioned slugging match, each side trying to weaken the other's will to continue the fight. But there's no sign of that, and every sign the fighting will continue indefinitely. Martin Fletcher, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
More news in just a moment.
Sunday, my folks come by, see the look in my children's eyes. Something special about grandparents, so I'm baking crescents. They're so special, they're the action, the main attraction. Now I'm showing how I feel, showing this love of mine with a heart of a meal. My heart to yours, my heart to yours, Pillsbury.
Did you know nearly 40% of women in their 60s have osteoporosis? Although your risk may vary, it does increase with age. But there is something you can do. Ask your doctor about a simple, painless bone density test and if treatments can help.
You know it makes me want to shout. 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 Shout.
New Shout has tough stain fighters that get out more tough stains better than spray and wash. In just one try. Want more tough stains out the first time? Shout them out with New Shout. Jesse Johnson, a family company.
Crab Portobello.
Enjoy mouth-watering crab in new ways at Red Lobster's Festival of Crab. Entrees start at just $9.99. Red Lobster, go overboard.
It's LensCrafter's best $99 offer ever. Right now, get a complete pair of glasses with DuraLens, our most scratch-resistant plastic lens for only $99. The $99 DuraLens event. This one you don't want to miss. Offer ends September 1st.
Daddy?
Hey!
Why are you eating my Cheerios?
They help lower Daddy's cholesterol. They're good for Daddy's heart.
Whole grain oat Cheerios is the only leading cold cereal clinically proven to help lower cholesterol in a low-fat diet.
It's a cholesterol thing.
The fallout continued today for Congressman Gary Condit 3 days after his nationally televised interview about missing intern Chandra Levy. NBC's John Palmer has our report.
The Modesto Bee, the most widely read newspaper in Gary Condit's home district, which has twice called for his resignation, published a poll today with good and bad news for the congressman. The poll, taken in Condit's district after Thursday night's interview, asked, should Condit resign? 44% said no, 39% said yes. But when asked, would you vote for his re-election, 27% said yes, 53% said no. Condit's attorney continued his efforts at damage control today, following complaints that the congressman was not forthcoming about his relationship with Levy in his TV interview.
He doesn't do things for the politics of it. If he did it for the politics of it, Tim, if he was so PR-oriented, he would have done it in a different way from the beginning. He chose a course that was true to his character.
Meanwhile, a lawyer for Anne Marie Smith, who says she had a 10-month affair with the congressman, which Condit has denied, announced plans to file a civil lawsuit against Condit for remarks he made about Smith in the TV interview.
She's taken advantage of this tragedy. She didn't know Chandra Levy, so she gets to have her moment of publicity or financial gain.
Certainly he defamed my client, he slandered her, he libeled her, all of the above.
And there was another call from a member of Congress today for Condit to resign, or if he refuses, to be removed from the Intelligence Committee.
That's the most sensitive committee in the U.S. Congress. It requires very high integrity.
Until recently, Condit aides said the congressman would definitely seek re-election. Now the word is he's going to think about it. John Palmer, NBC News, Washington.
The shrinking federal budget surplus and the nation's faltering economy were again on President Bush's mind today. Just outside Pittsburgh, he tackled those topics with some people who are especially concerned. NBC's Campbell Brown has our report.
President Bush today reached out to frustrated steel workers, their industry battered by the faltering economy. The president assured them he shares their concern.
Our economy has grown at a paltry 1% for the last 12 months. And that worries me.
Bush said his administration is taking action, that a stronger economy is on the way, thanks in part to Bush's tax cut.
When the economy slows down, it's time to understand how to get it started again. And one way to help is to give people their own money back.
But the Steelworkers Union wants more, a crackdown on imports hurting the U.S. steel industry. So far, Bush has promised only to investigate their complaints. And Democrats on Capitol Hill also stepped up the pressure today, warning the sluggish economy and Bush's tax cut have eaten up the government surplus, demanding the president revise his budget.
We believe that those who produce this budget have the burden of producing another budget and some recommendations, and then we would like to get engaged. We were not engaged, not consulted at all.
Bush ended the day at the Little League World Series championship game. This is his 6th visit to Pennsylvania as president, a state he barely lost and a likely battleground in 2004. Bush's popularity here in part hinges on an economic turnaround. The battle over how best to mend the economy won't begin in earnest until next month. For now, the president has a reprieve, 4 days left of his working vacation in Texas. Campbell Brown, NBC News, with the president in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania.
More news after this.
At Office Depot, we're helping America's schools get the supplies they desperately need. Because now, when you buy school supplies at Office Depot, we'll give back 5% of your purchases to any school of your choice for more pens, notebooks, and paper, which means more surprise quizzes, book reports, essays, math tests, and homework assignments that can help our children succeed. Isn't that great? Office Depot, helping schools take care of business.
I'm the bus lady. Some mornings I was so constipated I could hardly drive. Till I tried new X-Lax Milk of Magnesia, stimulant-free, guaranteed relief by 8 a.m. Good morning.
New X-Lax Milk of Magnesia with the X-Lax Good Morning Guarantee.
Talk to your doctor about Zocor. Zocor, be there.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
I have to go now.
If an overactive bladder makes you go and go and go, go to your doctor and ask about Detrol LA.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Just one daily dose works for 24 hours to help control bladder contractions that cause those sudden urges and reduces accidents and bathroom visits.
Right now? Hey, I don't have to go.
Prescription Detrol LA. Individual results may vary. You shouldn't take it if you have certain kinds of stomach, urinary, or glaucoma problems. The most common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, abdominal pain, and headache.
And I don't have to go right now.
Ask your doctor about Detrol LA for overactive bladder when you've always got to go.
Dateline Tuesday. How can you get what you want? We challenge 4 people in a game to hit the streets and test their powers of persuasion.
There's nothing I can't get.
See how they beg, bribe, lie, and plead just to get what they want. Who do you think will win? Log on and vote. An all-new interactive Dateline Tuesday on NBC.
In focus this evening, safer schools made that way by architects. NBC's Dan Lothian reports on how better security can be built.
International Elementary School in Long Beach, California, a $14 million project, almost 60,000 square feet. Attention paid to style, even more attention paid to safety.
I think there is a heightened awareness to, or a heightened sensitivity to it.
Tom Blue Rock is the architect behind this design.
It has a very secure perimeter.
An expert in building safer schools.
And this involves corridors where you could see into the classrooms, not creating, back eddies and places to hide.
And more open spaces elsewhere too. Hidden surveillance areas, windows up high that let light in but keep peering eyes out. Across America, violence on campus has forced a rethinking about how schools should look. In Southern California, the Grossmont School District, where 2 shootings took place last year, now reviewing new safety recommendations. Some as simple as painting numbers like this on rooftops so law enforcement can identify different parts of the campus. This school in eastern Pennsylvania, north of Harrisburg, is wired with a high-tech surveillance system.
Somebody comes up to the front door, shakes it or breaks the glass and tries to enter, it'll set off the motion detector in here.
7 cameras transferring images to this computer. When the system went in last year, some students were skeptical.
Well, at first I didn't like them very much, but I thought that they did serve some purpose considering the unfortunate things that have been happening at other schools.
In Sacramento County, California, the Elk Grove District plans to install surveillance cameras too.
With the cameras on the inside, we will have a good view of what's going on inside and we'll be able to see what's going on at all times.
And among other safety features being built into schools, bulletproof windows, classroom doors that can be quickly bolted to keep intruders out, phones on every teacher's desk where a 911 call automatically reveals exactly what room needs help. But now some are concerned the growing effort to make schools across the country a lot safer has left some campuses looking a lot like prisons. Guards patrolling the corridors, metal detectors at entrances.
There's a tendency to react rather than to plan. And whenever that happens, that's when you're putting bars on windows.
That's why some architects are masking safety in designs, even making smaller schools where it's believed students will have better relationships with faculty, staff, and each other, potentially diffusing violence. Ultimately, say educators, a culture change may be the most powerful defense students have.
Opening up an avenue so that there are more adults that can connect with them. I think that helps create a healthier environment.
Relying on better attitudes and better buildings to keep the nation's children safe at school. Dan Lothian, NBC News.
Police in Sacramento and the FBI report no progress in their search for Nikolai Soltis, the Ukrainian immigrant accused of murdering 6 members of his own family, a pregnant wife and a son among them. At the funeral services today, 5,000 mourners and a number of undercover police officers concerned that Soltis might make an appearance. At least a dozen of the suspect's relatives are under police protection. The murders, which took place over a period of hours, have horrified Sacramento's Russian community. A $70,000 reward has been posted, and Soltis is on the FBI's most wanted list. We'll be right back after this.
Being first is never easy. Will I make it? Will I be laughed at? Will it be worth it?
It's LensCrafter's best $99 offer ever. Right now, get a complete pair of glasses with DuraLens, our most scratch-resistant plastic lens for only $99. The $99 DuraLens event. This one you don't want to miss. Offer ends September 1st.
The smooth ride of a luxury car. The seating capacity of a minivan. Capabilities of an SUV. All in one totally innovative package. Introducing the all-new 2002 Buick Rendezvous.
What? You were expecting Igor?
Buick Rendezvous. It's all good.
The Heartburn Hotel. If you suffer persistent heartburn 2 days a week or more, despite diet change and treatment, it may be acid reflux disease. Prescription Prevacid can mean 24-hour relief from acid reflux disease. Prevacid turns off tiny pumps that produce acid. It has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Ask your doctor if Prevacid is right for you.
So leave your heartburn behind, yeah!
Every Wednesday, America makes an appointment with the one show that won more Emmys in a single season than any other. Now it's time to mark your calendar.
Mr. President, can you tell us right now if you'll be seeking a second term?
The most anticipated season premiere of the year, The West Wing. Wednesday, September 19th on NBC.
Monday, think you know how to eat healthy? Wait till you see what we found out. Life-saving new foods to fight heart disease, cancer. NBC Nightly News Monday.
Business Center, weeknights 6 p.m. Eastern, only on CNBC.
Once again, our top story, 4 winning tickets purchased in the Powerball jackpot of $295 million. One of those tickets purchased in Kentucky. Another one was purchased in southern New Hampshire, and that's where NBC's Virginia Chai is to give us an update. Virginia?
Well, John, just like the rest of us, the folks in this small New England town are wondering who won, who is holding that winning ticket. Now, clearly, it's not necessarily anyone from this small town because, after all, we are only about 100 yards from the Maine border. All day long, Powerball players have been going in and out of this convenience store that sold that winning ticket, some disappointed that they didn't win, others just happy that a Rollinsford store sold the magic ticket, and they're just waiting and watching to see who it's going to be. John?
We'll wait with them. Virginia Chai, thank you very much. And that is NBC Nightly News for this Sunday. Thank you for watching. I'm John Siegenthaler in New York. Don't forget, MSNBC Investigates weeknights at 9 on MSNBC on cable. And for all of us here at NBC News, good night.